Isn't it just adorable how the government's grand plans of Build Back Better have taken a detour into the realm of basic and utterly humiliating tasks? Well, right now, their primary job is to, play the role of architectural babysitters, making sure that our, existing buildings don't throw a tantrum and collapse into a spectacular mini mushroom cloud of RAAC, dust, debris and asbestos. Rest assured, it will be sorted though. Now that RAAC could collapse on Westminster. You know, Britain didn't get sewers until shit aromatics were wafting in Westminster. It was all over the curtains everywhere it was. But people dying of cholera, well, that's just collateral damage. Well, why hippies boot the old like button helps channel, you know. Well, fixed assets or new assets, doesn't matter. This Tory cabal of public purse profiteers recently bought new asbestos-laced school buildings. I kid you not. Didn't they do a survey? No. Isn't that surprising? No, not really, no. Hospitals are furnished with a kerplunk of Acrow props, holding the Queen Elizabeth Hospital together in Kings Lynn. The cost of such remedials is almost as expensive as building a new hospital. There's only a couple of $100 million in it. There's like 500 odd million they spent on this hospital and about 570 million or 600 million to build a new one. But get this, that hospital isn't even on the list of the 40 new Steve Barclay virtual reality hospitals. No, it's not on the list. Well, as UK schools crumble, Richie Sunak, he donated $3 million to a school. Yeah, just happened to be in California. Because it's paving the way for his next move, nearly as hypocritical as the $184 million tax-dodging slime bag happens to be a Lord, Lord Sugar, who's also tried to claim a non-dom status, just like the Prime Minister's wife. Well, meanwhile, a bit of AI Sunak wooing the Putin sympathising dictators at the G20 summit by waving his little knacky sausage finger, meekly saying, spying will never be tolerated. Oh, in a deluded publicity stunt. As if Xi Jinping is a flying rat at what the UK says. He'll just launch another fake weather balloon. Or sell us another container of Uyghur Muslim hair for your bread. Now we are now such a lonely minnow on the world stage. Shame. Instead of grandstanding, Sunak should already be begging China for Acrow props and temporary steel container classrooms. I hear they're getting quite popular. No. Tony Blair, he eradicated these flippin' school mobiles and now we've got them back again. Blimey. Well, the phones, they've been ringing incandescently off the hook at Al Gecko's Peterborough branch. Well, at their call centre, who sells such prefab containers classrooms. I kid you not. In the end, Sunak's meeting with the Chinese leader must have been, a true spectacle of patronising prowess. With his big boy micro trousers and clown boots securely fastened, he undoubtedly left an indelible impression. After all, who needs experience when you've got confidence, charm, and condescending tone that could put anyone in its place? Well, bravo, Richie, bravo. You failed again. Sunak, with his pecker between his legs, to his Tory mantra on repeat automatons, loyal that they are turning that old key for another heartwarming mission of comforting parents and pupils, assuring them that their schools won't crumble beneath their innocent feet. It's like a game of Jenga gone horribly wrong, while simultaneously demanding you praise them for a fucking good job. Oh, Well, if the concrete don't crush you, cancer will kill you. And it's not just schools, mind you, it's every public sector facility that needs a safety check, just in case the unsuspecting citizens who dare enter are unwittingly risking their lives in the process. But if the crumbling architecture doesn't tip your scales, post-Brexit suicide rates should. But the Tories, they have a cunning plan, they have all the answers, and brain farts to combat mental health. They do something rather mental and pressurise pharmacies to offer less than 2 packets at a time. Yes, you'll have to visit the pharmacy more than once if you're planning to top yourself. You might want to plan ahead, maybe. But what bright spark came up with that one? Well, I suppose it was a Tory. Isn't it just darling how the government has shifted from lofty promises of progress, sunlit uplands and unicorns to the seemingly elementary task of keeping the roofs over our heads. It's like watching a circus act where the performers suddenly decide to become architects without any training or qualifications. Just like our MPs. Oh, for Christ's sake. Well, Rory Stewart, MP for Brexit voting Penrith, he thinks so, yeah. He's also referred to our democracy as a circus in his latest book. Well, let's be honest, that Sue Ellen Braverman creature, well, she should be locked up in the cage, don't you think? But hey, who needs democracy? Just build back better. Or should we pray that our buildings hold together? It's as inspiring as make Brexit work. Oh, hang on, who was that again? Well, last week, a block of reinforced autoclaved aerated concrete, RAAC for short, crashed from the heavens to Richie Sunak's forlorn hope that Parliament's return. The Education Minister, Nick Gibb, confirmed that the collapse of a beam at a school, previously considered free of risk from aerated concrete, well, I kid you not, prompted a series of urgent countermeasures. More like a clusterfuck, you could say. Well, any already acrimonious blame game is in play. It was Labour. It was the French. Well, there's a cauldron of Brexit Tories did this, yeah. But you say it's not Brexit. But Brexit has delivered us the most dysfunctional government on the planet. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Brexit. It surely is a death by 1,000 cuts. What say you? Leave it in the comments down below. Blimey. What a mess. Over our concrete. Well, I think it's time for you to go, but please boot the old like button. And if you want to support the channel, you can do it on Patreon or Buy Us Coffee, and the links are down below. There's also memberships as well. Ooh, okay, exciting. Have a look. Why don't you? Ta-ta.